Join me as I draft and sew this lovely two-piece set. It's actually a boyfriend jacket and a shirt. Alright. Hope is lovely. Hope is nice as you can see. Now let's dive into the tutorial. Alright, so I've gone ahead to fold my fabric using my highest body measurement, that's the hip measurement. Alright, so now I'm going to take shoulder to bust point, that's chest line, shoulder to waist, shoulder to underbust, and shoulder to full length, as you can see. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to draft my basic bodice pattern here. Alright. So now I'm going to be taking a shoulder measurement which is 7.5. Alright, I'll replicate it on the chest line. Alright, I just took the neck measurement. Alright, so what I had on the shoulder, I brought it down 7 inches. Alright, so the neckline is 3 inches by 3 inches. Shoulder slope is 1 inch. I came down by 1 inch for shoulder slope. Then I'll draw it like so. Alright. Alright, so what I'll be doing now, I've gone ahead to divide by mid. Alright, armhole. Then I've taken my measurements. Alright. Bust divided by 4 plus 2 inseam allowance. I replicated same for the waist and of course the full length. Alright, then on the waistline I came in by 1 inch. Alright, it depends on your preference, but I came in by 1 inch. Alright, then I went up by 1 inch as well. I don't know if that makes sense to you. I came in by 1 inch, I went down by 1 inch as well. Sorry to say, then I'll merge it together. Alright, if that makes sense to you. Alright, so from the hem I am going to be taking 1 inch as well. Alright, then I'll be using my curve to curve it like so. Alright, then on the other side I'm going to be going up. You could go up by 1 inch, 2 inch, 1.5 inch. It depends on your preference. Alright, I'm going to be curving the like I did for this other side. Alright, what I'm doing now, I'm joining the points together. I'm joining my armhole to my waist to my full length. So for the armhole, I'm going to be taking it, since the boyfriend jacket, I'm going to be coming in by 1.5 inch. Alright, as you can see, then I'll draw it like so. Alright, then I'll draw my neckline. Please do not forget, on the shoulder slope I came in by 1 inch, 1.5 inch, sorry. You can come in by 1 inch and I drew it. Alright, so this is what I'm doing now. I'm going to be connecting from where I have the break points diagonally. I'll connect it to the neckline like so. Please watch closely. Where I have the break point from the waist, I'll connect it to meet the starting point of the neckline, as you can see. Alright, so this is basically for the front. All right, I'll go ahead and cut. I'm just recapping. So I'll go ahead and cut. I'm gonna be putting a dot, alright. I'm not gonna be drafting it here, but I'll be putting a dot. As you can see, I'm done cutting. Alright. Now I'm gonna be doing a facing for this. Alright, please when you're doing your facing, remember to start from your shoulder. Very important. Now this is the back. The back is just 1 inch. I came down by 1 inch for the neckline. Alright, then I took my normal measurements. I'm going to be putting a dart at the back too. Alright, for the shoulders, I came in by 1.5 inch as well. It's not much of a task, alright? It's very understandable. So I'm cutting the facing now for the front. But please, when you're cutting your facing, do well to cut from the full length to the shoulder, please. I was just trying to manage fabric here. So I just started it from my chest line area. But please do well to start it from your shoulder to get a neat finishing. Me starting it from this chest line area, I'm going to be using a hemming gum to finish it off. Alright, as you can see, I'm going to be serging the edges and I'll use the hemming gum to finish it up. Alright, but please, if you're doing yours, do well to cut from your shoulder. Alright, from your shoulder to your hem, that's to your full length. Just cut a particular portion, alright, for your facing. Hope I'm understood. Thank you. So now this is just to turn the armhole. It's optional. You could use after stitching together. You could turn the armhole after stitching, or you could use this other one. Now this is for the shorts. I have taught on how to draft a pants, alright, on my channel before. So I am not going to be explaining it here. I'm just going to be cutting. I'm going to be linking the video on how to do this. Alright, it's just same as how to cut a trouser, but this one you're starting above your knee. Alright, you're stopping above your knee. You're not starting above your knee, sorry. You're stopping above your knee. Alright, so I'm going to be linking it here. If you have any questions, feel free to drop it on my comment section. Alright, I'll be glad to answer. To my subscribers, you guys rock. If you're new in this channel, you're welcome. Kindly like, share, and subscribe. Alright, so I'm going to be cutting the band. Alright. Now I'm going to be joining. This is the sewing process. Alright. So I'm going to be using the facing to turn it. Remember I told you, please, when cutting your facing, remember to cut from your shoulder slope down to your hem. That's down to your full length. Alright. So I'm going to be using that to turn. When I'm done turning, you're going to see the outcome. I'm going to be joining the back, alright, and the front shoulders together, as you can see. Alright. So now I've gone ahead to hem the facing. Then I am going to be stitching on it, alright, to turn the front. Remember I told you, please, when you're cutting your facing, cut from your shoulder slope, alright, to your hemline. So I'll do same for what I do for this, I'll do same for this other side. All right, I'll go ahead and stitch round. All right, then you're going to see the outcome. All right, so I'm stitching now. Like I said earlier, I'm going to be using a hemming gum to finish it off. So it's going to lay flat. All right. All right, now this point, when you're done, please be sure to give it a good press. All right, as you can see, I'm done turning it. Be sure to give it a good press for both the front and the back. Just give it a good press, please. Do it for both sides as well. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be measuring the neckline to where I have my break points. All right. All right. So what you have here, you're going to be cutting this by 10. I cut by 5, but when I folded it into 2, having 2.5, the collar was just too small for me, so I had to redo it. All right, I had to do the length by 10 inches. So when I folded into 2, I had 5 inches. All right, now this is optional. You could iron the paper stay to the neck, or to the collar rather. So I'm sealing the edges of the collar. I'm sealing the edges, so it's going to come out neatly. After sealing the edges, I'll turn. As you can see, after turning, please be sure to give it a good press. Always press your seams, alright, to have a neat finishing. So I'll go ahead and pin it, secure it. Alright, I'll stitch it. Now you could stitch it like this and serge the inner, alright, or you could stitch it, alright, then turn and cover the stitch, alright, if that makes sense to you. Alright, you could stitch it like this and serge the inside, or you could stitch it like this, then turn with the other side with the other 5 inches fold and cover. All right. So now what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be stitching the side seams using 1 inch. That's basically it. After stitching the side seams, I am going to be hemming the bottom. All right. I'm going to be hemming the bottom. I'm going to be folding in the armhole as well. All right. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, like I said, let me know in the comment section. I'm going to be, like I said, I'm going to be linking it on my channel. I've done this before. I'm going ahead to join for the front and for the back. As you can see, there is no pocket here. All right, so what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be joining the front and the back. All right, I'll be joining the crotch area first, after which I'm going to serge. I'm going to be using elastic on the waist. All right. Be sure to do it at your pace. So I'm going to be joining the sides now using half an inch. You could use 1 inch depending on your preference. I'm going to be using half an inch because I don't want it to be very fitted on her. Okay. So I've gone ahead to join. I've gone ahead to serge as well. So the next thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be flipping it like so. Please be sure to give it a good press. Alright. Then I'm going to be attaching the waistband. I'll be taking the waist measurement. Round waist measurement. I'll use it in cutting the straps for the waist. So this is actually by 5 inches. 4 inches is not bad. Alright. What I'm doing, I'm joining the straps, alright? So it's going to be enough for me. Alright, I told you the length of the measurement of your round waist by 5. You could use 4 inches as well. So now I've gone ahead to pin it on it. Then I'll go ahead and stitch round. Now for the collar, like I said, you can do it like this. After stitching one side, you turn and stitch the other side, or you fold into 2, stitch and serge the edge. Alright, that's what I'm doing now for the shorts. I'm just stitching one side down, then I will turn the other 5 inches. As you can see, I will turn it like so to cover up the hem. Alright, now I'm going to be taking the elastic band. I'll be subtracting 5 inches from the actual waist measurement. Alright, so I'll stitch it round and create a channel that will enable me use past the elastic band. I'm going to be using pins to help me out. So I'm done. I'm going to be removing the pins and I'll secure the edges. Now you could use your sewing machine to do that 3 times, as well as serging it, depending on your preference. But be sure to sew that very well so that it doesn't give way. Alright. So I've done that. I'll be fixing it in now. Then with the channel I opened to pass the elastic, I am going to be stitching it. I'll be closing the channel. Alright. Now this is basically it. The next thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be hemming by 2 inches. I'll hem. After hemming, I will give it a good press, and we are done with this tutorial. Thank you so much for your time. If you found value in this, kindly give us a thumbs up. Alright. Thank you. Alright, thank you. This is it. I'm done. Give it a good press. See you in my next video.